Yes, I can see
So
it.
first off,
That
we have Arsenal's home shirts. Saka's modeling it, which is quite based.
I do think that's based, and I think it's pretty good.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think it's one of the better ones this year, like the red and the white and the navy.
I do like how the red and the white matches together. I've never been like a huge fan of. Actually, I do. I've never been like a crazy fan of this color scheme, but I do like how it's done
Wait,
here. I
A,
think
B, C, and D tier.
I'd put that in the B tier.
Yeah, I'd say it's a B as well. I think definitely one of the better kits in the Premier League. So next we have Arsenal away. I think this is one of the better away kits in the Premier League. One of the better kits in general. It's something I'm quite a fan of.
That's a nice away kit. I like the combination of like the navy blue and all that,
Do
and
we
the red.
do we want to put it higher in the home? Do we want to have our first day?
I think we can put that in
Yeah,
there.
I think we have a first day. So we have Aston Villa's home kit. I mean, it does say Kazoo across it, which
Kazoo,
take your
that
time
part
with.
is based.
But I think
I
the stripes are nice. It's just a nice basic kit, quite clean.
I did, yeah. I'm not a huge on the color scheme, but I think the way the stripes are is good. I'd say like
I,
C tier.
yeah, I was gonna say C, claret and blue, very traditional.
Oh, they are. All right, fair enough.
Yeah,
Like that's the thing. That's just like knowledge I don't really have.
yeah. Burnley, West Ham, and Villa all have the claret and blue. It is a very like English color scheme. You don't really see it in any other sport.
Except for yeah, the only other team I can think of is like the Colorado Avalanche in the NHL.
True, yeah, actually. So next
This one, this says Hollywood on it, so I think we should put this in the F tier.
yeah, I mean, I think the kit itself isn't bad. I usually like Umbro kits. I think the sponsor kind of kills it a bit. I think D.
That yeah, I think yeah, the striping's a little weird, but like, and by weird I mean I don't really know what to expect, so I probably sound like an idiot, but
No, that's what I like. Cause even if you don't watch the Premier League, it just kits. It just is that a nice shirt, which is nice because usually it'll get so like dragged into like a kit, and it'll still people think it's weird because it's like Hollywood like standard chartered across the front of it. So it's nice to see a complete outside perspective. Now about Brentford's away. I think this is better than the home.
I agree, it's better than the home. I don't really like what they tried to do with like the white and red striping pattern on the home, so I think the away with the yellow
Yeah,
it's a little better.
the
I'd say
thing
like C tier.
yeah, maybe one above. The thing is, there's so many clubs which traditional. So Brentford have always had red and white stripes in their history. So I think the away kits are better generally because there's more creativity. Because the thing is, Brentford always have a red and white stripe kit. That's like always.
Wait, is that did you put that in the F tier?
Oh shit, see. Um, like Villa always have a claret and blue kit. That's their color. So the thing is, I think away kits they do a lot more creativity. So I think generally they are better, but that's just my opinion. Next we have Brighton home. I quite like this one.
Ryan Home? I'd say this is pretty decent. I think yeah, I'd say like B or C, but I'll let you make the call there. I don't really.
Well, we could
Yeah,
just
what do you
average.
think?
We could just average them. I think it's good. I think usually when you put a sponsor across stripes, it could look a bit busy, but I think they did a good job. Like the color stream, it does say America on it though. I mean, that does that knock it down, or do we stick it in B?
Oh, I don't know. I think we can stick it in B, but
B,
that if they
a generous B.
the America sponsorship, you know,
American Express. The stadium's called the American
put
Express.
put it put it in the lowest side of B once the list is complete.
Okay, let's stick them over there.
There we go.
Next, we got this one, Brighton away. Um, Leandro Trossard's modeling it, so at least that part's aesthetically pleasing to look at. Um,
I'd say this is pretty cool, even though it still is the gross America
yeah,
sponsorship.
it does.
In my opinion, this can go a little bit higher on the B tier,
Maybe
or
B,
maybe
B
even
and a
A,
half.
but like B and a half, sure.
B and a half. Boom sakalaka.
We love soccer. Sakalaka.
I haven't seen this kit, Burnley home, until I made this tier list. I quite
Yeah,
like it.
here's the only insight I can give because like I said, I don't know what the traditional kit is. I like what they did with the shoulders.
With the sleeves,
With
yeah.
yeah, with the
I
sleeves.
think it's definitely a B or C.
I'd say so.
What are we saying?
Yeah.
B or C? Well, let's
Um,
get the context.
you make the
Is it
you make the call there. Oh, it's better than that for sure.
so? Is it like an Arsenal Brighton or is it like a Villa Brentford? More like an Arsenal Brighton, you would say? You know what?
Definitely below the Brighton.
I made this tier list. We can just stick it in the middle.
Ugh, you can't
Chelsea
do that.
home. I think this one's
Chelsea home.
what we call a Marmite kit. You either absolutely love it or absolutely hate it.
You know what? I've always loved the ones that I've always had unpopular opinions, so I might have to lean towards the like on this one.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, some people really hate it. I wouldn't say I hate it, but I don't really like it. I'm gonna give it a C.
I will
What do you,
say,
what do you think?
my one problem, and I think we can default to a C there. I think the one problem that really kind of brings us down is just the number. It just doesn't look very pleasing.
Also, the thing is, that's their sponsor as well.
That's their.
That's their sponsor.
Oh.
The thing is,
God.
also, like, I think this design isn't bad, but it's a little weird how they just did a straight checkered pattern here. Yeah, no, this is their sponsor.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Is that what their number looks like on the back as well?
no, it has the Premier League font. This is like, so you know how like Burnley have spread exports. That's their equivalent of it. So, but we've agreed Chelsea go and C.
This is why we need a hazard back.
So
Fuck yeah.
I like this one as well. Crystal Palace away. I think it's one of the best away kits.
Love this one.
What do we think? A or B?
Thanks so much. Oh, I think it's A.
A. Okay.
That might be a bold one. I
No,
think.
that's fine. I like it, and I like how excited you got. Notice how only away kits are an A. It's going back to what I said earlier. Crystal Palace third. I think it's all right.
Propel's third. I think it's pretty good. I mean,
I'm gonna say
I wouldn't say it's like amazing.
I'll say C. Nothing against it. Nothing
Yeah.
going for it. C is fair. This is when I have to remove the club from the kit and just base it pure aesthetic. So it is a Hummel kit, which I quite like. And I do think this one's alright. I think maybe nothing higher than a B. I don't think it's worthy of C. So I think B. What do you think of this one?
I think it's a B.
Yeah, I mean,
I like the color of blue. I kind of like what they did with the lighter shadings.
hopefully you don't get banished
Oh.
from Liverpool Instagram for making this choice. It's just a pure kit. It is.
Everton's the rival. Everton's the
Yeah.
rivals, aren't they?
It is a nice kit. It is a shame it will only be worn by inbreds, but this is Everton. This is Everton's away. I think it's nice.
That's also. I think that's also pretty good.
I think
I'd
it's
say at least B tier.
B.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I would say the same. I think they're both solid kits.
I've honestly never had to experience what it's like having like your rival team just have absolute beauties with my sports. Cause like, think about it. In the NFL, my rivals is the Jets. Like, they're the Jets.
Also, American sports is the same kits every year.
Oh yeah, you guys like. Do you guys change it every year?
Yeah. They get a new. So there's a home, there's an away and a third. Then there's a goalkeeper home, a goalkeeper away, and a goalkeeper third every single year. So it's 6 new shirts every year.
Oh, I didn't realize you changed it.
It used to be you get one every like 2 years, but just money. They started making more. So this is the Leeds home. Usually I'm not a fan of like the kind of fluorescent colors on kits. I just think it's not nice to look at, but I do think it complements the darker blue kind of well. So I think no higher than a C or B for me. What's your call?
First of all, we're overloading Bs. We might need to make that one like the B. Like we only shrink the Bs, but honestly, I think that is B worthy.
We got Leicester. I think this is a nice one. I think B or C.
C.
Yeah.
But the shoulder stripes, in my opinion, kind of take away from it here.
Yeah, that's the thing, because you have like Adidas will always have the shoulder stripes. That's their thing. Three stripe. So.
Oh no! I think when it's white, it, like. I'm not gonna go into depth on my opinion on shoulder stripes and my expertise on it.
I think it looks like a bit too much of a template. Like there's not much authenticity towards a club there. So this is the Liverpool home shirt. So
I know you hate this.
Yes, I do not like this one. I think it's a C at best.
Can you explain why you don't like it?
The thing is, I think the problem is last year we had this kit and it was like a gray and black checkered, but the thing is the colors were so light it just didn't look good. Why does it have to be orange? If they were pink or white, the stripes would be good. I think there's too much going on, and there's like no relation to the club. New Balance would do these kits that were throwbacks and would always refer to something, even last year, but it's just a bit too templated, and I don't think the orange works well at all.
I'd say without context, I'd put it in a B, but I'll let you put it in a C because
I think C. We'll meet in the middle.
You're the Liverpool fan, so
we'll round down. So yes, I have put the Everton shirt above the Liverpool shirt. There's I'm going to be called a plastic on Twitter later, but it's just a pure design.
By one of the two. So what if we don't have any Liverpool subscribers? What if one of the 4 subscribers we have?
What if they're all Evertonians? I'm deleting the channel. Uh, I
Uh,
should see that statistic. Now this one, on the other hand, is probably the one I'm gonna buy. This is a beauty, in my opinion. We have Alex Oxlade
I like
Chamberlain
that
modeling
one.
it as well, so it's nice to look at.
I like that one.
I think it's nice. It's
For
not
sure.
because white kits like, I think, like white and black, light gray and dark gray always look better. I've always thought that, and we have a mix of different like colors which all work very well. I want to put it in A, but I think it's a bit biased. I think I don't. I think maybe it's a B.
Mhm.
Whatever. Whatever. I think your call.
You can put in A.
Okay. You think it's worthy of A? I want to put it in between A and B.
Put it in between.
There, we'll stick it there. I know this is not nice to look at, but it happens.
This tier list is shit.
So next we have the City home. I personally think it's a bit shit. I think City had the best kit in the Premier League last year. I just think the thick white stripes, it's just too much. It just looks a bit kind of like chunky. I don't know. They do have that nice 90+6.
So I don't really know what the whole jersey looks like,
Oh,
but
okay, one second.
from what I see, from what I see, I actually don't hate it that much. I like the powder blue, and actually, it depends because I don't like how they cut off the stripe like that.
Yeah,
That I
that
will
does
say.
look a
I
bit
think
weird
I
from the
wish they
side.
kept it. If they kept it more consistent, then I think it would have been better. But I do kind of first of all, I love powder blue. If they had been more consistent, it would be like do you want to maybe meet in the middle on like a C?
Why is it called powder blue? Surely white would be called powder.
It's if you mix blue with cocaine.
Oh, okay. If you mix like royal blue with cocaine, you get that nice light blue, powder blue.
Yeah, which is actually very good, just like
Good city
cocaine and
cocaine.
just like royal blue.
When they win the league, everyone does
It's
like
like-
city cocaine.
It's like exactly. It's like amazing but on steroids.
So we have
Oh, but
the
amazing,
Man
but on
United
coke.
home kit, and I know I'm definitely going to be called a plastic for this. Not the badge, cover up the badge alone. I think, aesthetically wise, this is the best kit in the Premier League.
All right. Well,
What do you think?
I'm a-
Pretend I
I
didn't say
mean-
that. Pretend it's not Pogba doing it, because I know that will get you a bit of bias.
I would disagree. I think the thing that does make it good here is the badge because it gives kind of a having like gold rather than just like red and white. I know red and white is a very traditional kit.
What do you think? What would be your honest opinion if I didn't say any of that?
Take this with a grain of salt because I know like sometimes when it comes to like NFL and stuff, I'll always embrace tradition. I'll gladly embrace tradition, but here I'd say you're gonna fucking hate me for this. You're gonna hate
it's
me
fine,
for
say
this.
United kit. You can say
See-
all you want about it.
See, see.
What's it gonna be then? I mean, when it got released, a lot of people were saying it was terrible, and I thought, no, this is the best one I've seen. But then again, because these two, the Arsenal and the Palace one, are released so far away, I think people forgot about those. Think maybe the Arsenal away is the best kit. I think this may be the best home kit in the Prem. Well, at least I put Liverpool United in the same tier. That I'm not gonna get as much. Next we have the Newcastle home. These are black stripes here. Not
Up
sure
to
why they did it
Newcastle.
on a black background. Yes, we
Yeah,
know
that
we like
I think
Newcastle.
up in Newcastle. I like the sponsorship. I'm not gonna guess what characters those
It's a
are.
betting company.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a betting company.
Yeah.
I like these. I don't.
Some people think this stripe looks like
No,
a
no.
big 4, which I'm not now. Like this right here looks like a big 4, which I'm not going to be able to unsee now. I would give it a C personally. What would you give it?
Yeah, like a C.
Yeah.
They could have done better with this, in my opinion. I kind of like where this color scheme could have gone. But
Black and white. Yeah, it's a very unique one. So yeah, when I
black, white, and blue.
so Norwich, when I said United were the best home kit in the Prem, I forgot this one existed.
This one, I like this one.
Do you think it's the first home kit to
Think.
go in A, or do we stick it in B?
Fuck. I'd feel bad for. I mean, I think it's a good kit. I just.
think the black JD sponsor and the black and purple Premier League go well with this middle sponsor, so I think this was a good move from them. I think the sleeves are quite nice. I don't know. I think this
That's it.
United are the best home kit in the Prem this year. But what do you think?
I'll put it in A. I'll agree to put it in A because I think the guy has a nice beard.
Kimu Puki, very beautiful man.
He is very beautiful. Probably one of the most beautiful bald mans I've. Fuck. The most beautiful bald man next to Johnny Sins. Obviously, Johnny Sins is above that.
Team Pookie should have been voted the sexiest bald man over Prince William. We got the
Is
Southampton.
he the one who
Okay.
said?
This divides a lot of opinion on the wonderful land of social media.
Well, it's a little better than that other like red stripe pattern one in the way that
It's a black outline.
at least it has like some blue black outline type thing,
I quite
which
like
I
that.
like a little bit more.
I quite like the accenting on the white. I think a lot of people think the color's a bit weird. It looks like, because the thing is, this color here looks like the back of the Liverpool shirt last year. So I just think that looks a bit weird and just looks a bit uncomfortable. But besides that, I think it's alright. I think it's maybe a C.
Yeah, I think we can put that as a C. It's kind of like the other one that we put in D earlier is like a stripped down version of this.
Yes, you're right, lots of red and white in English football. Claret and blue.
Honorable mention to the Swansea jerseys from
2017.
2017. Yeah, or 2016.
So next we got
The ones.
Sorry.
Oh.
This is Southampton
my
away.
God.
I think it's much better than the home. Same collar, but I think it blends in with the black a bit more, so people don't notice it as much. What do you think?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. Whenever there's a jersey with like black, and then another like primary color, my dick just hardens up. So I might have to.
Black is not a primary color. You said another primary color. Black is not a primary color.
No. I meant like black as like the main color.
You said it
And
so
then-
confusely. Okay, surely it's gonna have to
And
go
then
A
I'm-
or B then, if it gets you that excited.
It's gonna go in A tier. It makes me aroused for sure. Which means I kind of did the other one dirty, but it kind of looks like the other one kind of looks like a Boy Scout sash.
So the Spurs shirt's literally a white shirt. What do we think of the white shirt?
C tier.
B?
Lower end of B.
Lower end of B. So after the America one or before?
But before the America one, I guess.
Good.
Because nothing's lower on the B than America.
So next one we have another Marmite kit. You either love it or you hate it, and Spurs away.
I'm not gonna lie, I just don't know what to think about this. I'm not like offended by it, but I don't really love it either.
Yeah, I think it's just a mid-level kit. C. I do like how it's something different, so maybe on the higher end of C or in between CB, but a C for me. What are you saying?
Yeah, C. I love how I've been neutral about both of the Marmite kits that you've shown so far.
Yeah, that's a thing. I've been exactly the same. A kit will release, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's a Marmite kit. You either love it or you hate it." I'm like, "Yeah, it's alright." Like,
I don't give a shit.
well, why can't you say it's alright? Is that not allowed? So we have Watford home. I think the sponsor is a bit unorthodox, but it looks alright. Kelma is a bit of an obscure brand. I think the stripes and the gradients work well. You also have to take into account for a kit how's it going to look from distance, which I think it looks good from distance. It doesn't look like a mirage on camera. What do you think?
Two things. So I'd say, first of all, usually I am pretty critical about yellow until, like, in jerseys and stuff, until I actually see it, and then I actually end up liking it a bit more. And second of all...
So you want me to buy you a Watford shirt, is what you're saying?
No. Second of all, this reminds me of the B movie. So I'd say this is a B tier. Maybe not, I wouldn't say A tier, but
For
B.
Bruins as well, because you like the Bruins, right?
For Bruins. Yeah, and the Bruins also had like a primarily yellow alternate jersey, which at first I was like, this looks shit. And then they wore it.
Liverpool's
and
kit
it
last
looked
year I
pretty
really
good.
didn't like it when it first dropped it then. Okay, remember how I said Man United had the best home kit in the Prem? Then I said it was Norwich. I might say it was West Ham now. I think this is a lovely kit.
West Ham?
It's a classic, it's a retro one, it's a bit of a throwback. I think the sponsor and the sleeve, they both work well. What do we think about this one? It's another claret and blue one, not your favorite color scheme, but what are we saying?
I think we could put it pretty high.
I think it's at least
want
a
to
B.
leave one of them.
It's a B
At least a B.
at very least.
I'm literally screwing up. I'm literally ruining all of your favorite ones.
No,
You're
it's
like,
fine.
I love this one.
Be
and then I'm
brutally
like,
honest. Be brutally honest.
Oh, but I think we can put it at B. I do like
What would
this
you
a
have said?
tiny
C?
bit more than
Want to
the
put it
other one.
between B and C? What were you gonna say?
I think we can put it in B.
I was gonna.
It looks a little less bland,
put it in between.
even though,
It's definitely the best of all the claret and blue kit.
yeah.
So next we have West Ham's awake. I didn't even realize there were stripes. I think that's nice though.
Yeah, I think it could be. The only problem is that, like, I feel like it would end up... It might just be the way that they edited it. But it looks very faint.
It's weird how there's like this mist coming off it as well. I wonder if that's real or not.
Yeah, imagine, like, on the field.
Yeah.
Imagine on the field they're just running and like
Just
mist
miss
this blue
everywhere.
mist comes off of it. That would be actually like an A, best jersey in the league
That
if
would be
that
like an
happens.
S. Okay,
Or
so
actually, it looks like they're glitching. Maybe that's what happens on the
Castor
field,
is
just
a
like
brand
FIFA.
I've never really heard of before, but it's kind of coming up and about. I think Wolves usually do pretty good kits. I think this is an alright one. I think C or B.
Yeah, I'd say like a C.
C. Okay, there it is. So that's the final
I'm a
one. This is the time in the video when they show you the end of the tier list, but ours is just. Oh, there isn't an F. Should we pick one to go in F tier?
I mean, there's only one in D tier, isn't there?
Yeah, true.
This one sucks. The one in C that like we were like meh. I feel meh about
It's
the
right,
the
right
the
there.
no like the galaxy looking one.
This
I
one?
think we should put that in either D or F. Not because it's offensive, just because they tried so hard and
Stick
it's
it in the
just
middle.
boring.
So I moved the Brentford ones down each one, cause fuck Brentford. All my boys hate
Yeah.
Brentford. But yeah, I think this is a relatively good if you want to see what we did. Just yeah, that flashing lights, duh, 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 flashing lights.